Kei te rauiti, kei te raunui, kei ngā kura tauiti, kei ngā amo take. O tō tātou tau e ke maunga koro taranaki, o tō tātou tau e ke maunga koro ruapeu matua te mana, o tō tātou awa tupua wanganui tēnei ko te me i kau atu rā ki koutou katoa. Me ngā mi ki koutou kuono mai atu i te pāorātana, atu i taranaki, ko te iwau mi ki koutou, ki kona ki te pāorātana. Ki oku kei haku muanga o te awa tupua wanganui, tēnei ka tuohu nei ka mihi kau atu rā ki koutou. Kei oku pa ake e kui mai e koro mai, kore rau e mimiti te puna aroha ki koutou. Heo te anō rā koutou katoa ko hono mai ki tēnei pāpā o tangamata o rei tēnei ai. Maringa nui nōku, ku tai mai ko tōku karangarua, Elijah Pue, hei kai kōrero i te rānei. E mohio tia wānui tia e koutou. Ko Elijah te tiamana o te Kāhui Maunga, ku puku mai aia, ku wakapau kaa i roto i ngā marama i ngā wiki, kua pā i mo ake nei. Te ata waka rite i ngā pēnei tanga i ngā pērā tanga mo te matatini o te Kāhui Maunga ko te tūmai nei. Hei te rā wiki e te iwi, e te wānau. Ka tika tonu ki tuku i te iwau mihi i ngā wakarono i ki o tātou mate uua o te wā. Ki rātou katoa, ko taka i te arapu ana o ngā mātuanga tuata mai o tua wakarere. E moe rā koutou i te moe, e aua te moe. Kāti ko rātou ki rātou, ko tātou ngā mauetanga i o nei ki tātou. Tātou e ngana tonu ana ki te waka ki ngā wārua. Koa ngā au piki me ngā au eke o te wā. Ka wai tonu i te ara, ka waki roto i te pono, i te tika i te mōhio, e rā anō kei tua, e nui tonu ngā mai i kei mua i te aruaru. Kāti me waiwahi au i konei, Elijah, ki te tuku i ngā mihi, i te wakarono i ki tō tātou ariki nui, kuini ngā waihono i te pōpō, tātou te ero te tuawaru. Ki ai anō rā me tōna ware ariki, rire hau pai mārire. Kāti, ki koutou e te wānau, hara mai, nau mai, ki tēnei kōrero uiui, ki taku karangarua Elijah, tēnā koe i tēnei rā. E pēwhai ana, koe, te watu manawa i te wā i tēnei wā.
Tēnā koe mai cousin, e tautoko ana i ngā mihi kua mihia, o te no, kia koutou e wakarongo mai nei, e mātakitaki mai nei tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kei te pēhea Elijah i tēnei rā, well, he rā nui tēnei, kua kitea whānui tia te motu i ngā tai pito kōrero o te Kāhui Maunga, te matatini o te Kāhui Maunga i tēnei rā, he oi, e hika ka tonu ana taku ngā kau, te kaumātahi ngā rā e toi ana kia tai mai te motu, ki runga i a tāua, taku cousin, ki runga i a Pukekura, ki runga i a Ngāti te witi o tino, ki runga i a tātou o te Kāhui Maunga.
Ai, koia cousin. It's Uiui, for those of you joining us, this is my cousin Elijah Pue. He is the chair of our chairperson for Te Kāhui Maunga, and has had an integral role in the preparations leading up to the biggest festival for us who are Ngai Tātou Tiwi Māori, Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga. Today we're getting the latest updates from Elijah, and, you know, ko te kōrero e meki e wera nei ki runga i Ngāmotu o te iwi wānui, o te motu wānui. And it is with regards to the infrastructures over at Pukekura. Engari mua tonu mai tēnā. Me kōrero tai tāua mo te māau. Yesterday was a beautiful day, cousin. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the blessing of the māau that has now arrived here in Taranaki.
Yeah, it was... yesterday was stunning. The weather was beautiful. The ducks were in the pond quacking, but our people were out in full force, and the kura, we had our tamaiti from Ngā Kura Kaupapa Māori o Taranaki come. We had our kuia, koroheke, all take part in this kaupa, and more importantly, we also had our manuhiri from Te Arawa Waka and Te Matatini come to be part of the celebration of the beginning of the erection of the mahau. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. I really loved it, and the wairua was he wairua pai. Ahakoa e ahua ohorere e tehi ki te kite i ngā wharera he oe anō ka hoki atua ki te mahau. What a great privilege to have te matatini, ko tōna ingoa te ingoa o te mahau rā ko te matatini, ka tika. What a great privilege to have the mahau in Te Kāhui Maunga and getting ready to be put up and shown off to show the beauty that the maho brings to the festival. And it's slowly, I think, as you know, as we're coming down into Pukekura, seeing the structures, seeing the maho on the marae, it's all starting to be real. Get real. You know what I mean? It's happening. It's going ahead. We're 11 days out, and so all of these different things that we're dealing with and celebrating, I think, is building the hype amongst our people, building excitement amongst our people. And yes, Kate, lots of people are talking today about different things that were shown at yesterday's ceremony, but yesterday was about the maho and about ensuring that we undertake our tikanga and wakatau and ruruku and pōhiri to the taonga that's going to be now beginning to be put up onto our stage. So yeah, it was stunning, and thank you to everyone who came and was part of the kaupapa. It's a live building site, so it was a little bit touch and go with some of the health and safety aspects, but I te tuki, i a tātou, ngā mahi, te whakatinana mai ngā tikanga tuku iho o rātou mā. So yeah, what a stunning day, my cousin.
Yeah, absolutely, tautoko. It was a beautiful day, and lots of excitement as well. By all means, everybody was quite overwhelmed with the infrastructures. I'm looking forward to your updates. People would have seen, and if you're keeping up to date with Te Karere and other outlets, media outlets, some kōrero that has come through, as well as an official statement from Te Matatini. But this afternoon at Uiui, te wānau, we are speaking with the chair again of Te Kāhui Maunga, Elijah Pue, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about the infrastructure and any updates that you could please provide for our wānau.
Yeah, so upon arriving at the site yesterday, I think it was the first for most of us seeing the construction of some marquees, and they were clearly had an obstruction of view, particularly for our wānau who have purchased tickets and wishing to come and watch live Kapa Haka. And so it was clear that there was quite a significant obstruction of the view, and that we needed to raise that with Te Matatini. And I want to acknowledge Te Matatini because those discussions, albeit difficult, as you can see from the media coming out this afternoon, quite fruitful, because we could, both Te Matatini, Te Kāhui Maunga and Ngā Iwi o Taranaki can acknowledge that this is going to be a challenge for us, and we need to figure out how we address it. And so I want to thank Te Papa Tāhere Wini, Carl me araua a kaimahi, but also to acknowledge the leadership of Ngā Iwi o Taranaki in making a stand and having the courageous conversations, as we like to call them, because this is a journey for all of us. This is the biggest Te Matatini in its history. Everyone's excited to be coming to Ngāmotu. This is the first time in 31 years that we've had Te Matatini in Te Kāhui Maunga. And so we need to ensure, just like Te Matatini wishes to, that our people have only the best viewing access and experience at Te Matatini this year. So yes, it was a bit of a day te whānau, but we got there in the end. And it was down to, I think, the genuine relationships that we have as whanaunga, first and foremost, to be able to have open and honest conversations, and we did that, and they were difficult, but needed to be had. So I can say that, as has been announced this afternoon, that there are going to be quite significant changes made to those structures. So Te Matatini are looking to reduce the size of the tent for the VIPs and the Chairman's Lounge, just to reduce the size of it to create a significantly larger viewing platform for the whānau. And indeed, there'll still be screens around, particularly on the back of the judges' podium and whatnot. But we know Te Matatini, Te Kāhui Maunga, Ngā Iwi o Taranaki, me Te Rangatupua, we only want the best for our whānau who are coming from near and afar. We only want the best experience for them. So changes are front, and you'll see that there are a number of photos floating around on people's stories from yesterday's kaupapa. But I can hand on heart say that that is slowly but surely going to be quite significantly reduced in size to address the concerns that have been raised by us, but also the fact, Te Matatini themselves had acknowledged that yes, this is going to be a challenge for us too. So yeah, we got there, my cousin, and again, I don't necessarily in the 11 days want to just focus on all of these wanga that might come up, because the fact of the matter is we have Kapa Haka across the motu in Wānanga every night this week and next week, no doubt, preparing to perform on the stage at Te Matatini. We here at home, as you know, are preparing for the pōhiri that's going to be occurring in a couple of weeks' time. And, there's lots of stuff that we just need to get on with. And so I want us to acknowledge, yep, there's been some challenges, but e homa, e te whānau, e te iwi, let's get excited, let's get ready. Te Matatini's in 11 days, like 11 sleeps, and we're going to see the motu in Ngāmotu at Te Kāhui Maunga, Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga. So let's focus on that now.
I love that. You always make me feel really excited because you get excited. Plus, you always turn a situation, because you're so solutions focused. I just want to acknowledge you and your role in this, and also our leaders of Ngāiwi o Taranaki. I know Te Aorangi yesterday, CEO of Ngā Ruahine, was very passionate about making sure that some action was taken. And I know that because she spoke with me yesterday at Pukekura, and I was so proud of her and you and all of our iwi leaders, Mato Whare, and all of those who have been involved in ensuring that there was a robust discussion, rather than to accept it, rather than to just accept it is what it is, let's haere tonu, but actually raise the concerns and the, so that the voices of the people could be heard. And I am grateful to tō tātou puari o Te Matatini. E mei ana ki a tāhiruini, rauatai ko Papa Kao, because they actually listened and they heard and they have accepted the kōrero from our leaders. So e mihi ana, cousin, thank you for the context. And also, I know it's been a big day for you. Today and yesterday as well was a huge day for you. There is a beautiful story out on Te Reo Te Uri, might I add, with your lovely interview on it. I know you don't watch yourself, but for those of you watching, please check it out. You are in the story, and you are. It was fabulous what you were saying. Actually, got me really excited, and many people excited about Te Matatini, which is why we've got Elijah on. For those of you just joining the stream, haere mai, welcome, and this is the live update from our chairperson of Te Kāhui Maunga, who has been an integral role in the preparations for Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga. So my cousin always does this countdown. How many days? I just had it going across, but you just remind you.
I've got this cool thing on my phone that I look at every single day, and it's Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga, 11 days to go, e te whānau, can I just say. And every time we wake up in the morning, I'm like, 10 days, 10 rā. And I was in Tamaki Makaurau last night, and I saw Fire Stacey Morrison, and we were at a kaupapa about 5 days ago. Before that, she's like, how many days today? And I'm like, 12 days fire. Tomorrow's going to be 11, and then 10, and then 9, and I can't wait. So yeah, I mean, it's just around the corner. It's like next week. Cousin, you and I were meeting next Sunday at Maratahu Huakai to get ready for the pōhiri. So, it's literally around the corner.
Beautiful. It is. And speaking of the pōhiri, cousin, can you give everybody some updates about the wakaritinga, please, with regards to the pōhiri?
So I spoke to, I haven't quite seen the story yet, but just in terms of our home lot, so those of us who are here at home in Te Kāhui Maunga, we are coming together on Sunday, next Sunday, which is the 23rd at 9 a.m. There'll be a pōhiri. And so those of us here at home, Monganui, Taranaki, Te Paongairiki, Rangitike, Ngāti Hawa, Mai Te Kāhui Maunga ki Tangaroa, we're all going up on Sunday. to pōhiri onto Maratahu Huakai to Yarrow Stadium. We'll also spend the day practicing for our pōhiri on Monday. And so no mai haere mai te te rahi, te katoa, ki runga i a tātou, ki runga i a Ngāti te whiti. So that's on the Sunday. And then on Monday, Monday the 24th, at 10 o'clock, will be te pōhiri o Te Matatini o te Kāhui Maunga. And that's the big pōhiri e te whānau e te iwi. We have seen in recent years that the pōhiri is a performance in itself, and it sets the bar, the standard, if you will, for the Papatū Ngā Waiwai. And so that'll be held on the Monday, 10 a.m. at Yarrow Stadium. And those of us home lot, we're to be there at 8 e te whānau. Ke kawe e takaroa, 8 o'clock on Monday morning. We're to be ready and in line, on the floor. Pew-pew in the ready. Pew-pew in your ears, pew-pew on your hips, wherever you want. But 8 o'clock on Monday. So yeah, and we are looking forward to welcoming the motu to Te Kāhui Maunga at 10 o'clock on the Monday. Those of you Kapa who might be watching, and those of you who are coming, you might be thinking, oh, they're going to send out the pānui. The pānui comes out tomorrow. We just had to finalise some last-minute changes to the logistics. But that's all been sorted thanks to the team at Ngāiwi Taranaki for sussing our logistics, Emiri and the team. But those details will be put out to Kapa tomorrow.
Beautiful. Oh, fabulous, cousin. Thank you. Now, something else that's truly exciting within this whole kaupapa, since you've come on as our chairperson for Te Kāhui Maunga, you've also been integral in creating a new logo, o Te Kāhui Maunga. Would you like, yeah, I love that. So would you like to have a little kōrero about our new logo, because you'll be launching it soon?
I certainly will. So, yes, we have for a long time been operating as formerly Aotea Māori Performing Arts Committee, AMPAC, and then our name was changed to Te Kāhui Maunga to represent all of us, mai Te Kāhui Maunga ki Tangaroa. And we had a logo which was drawn by Michael Tamo, who gifted the logo to us after having kōrero with Koro Morven Simon, Te Ana Tipa, who gave him the kōrero of Aotea, essentially, and that the kōrero and the logo and the brand and the identity must represent all of us within the Aotea Rohe. And so what we've seen in our current logo, which you'll see on the Te Kāhui Maunga Facebook page, is it has the Koro Taranaki represented with the blue, it has Te Awa Tupu represented with the red, and then the Piti Marama o Te Kotahitanga representing Te Paongairiki. We've taken that same kōrero that Koro Morv gave and that Matua Michael had drawn, and we have asked one of our Wānanga from here in Wanganui to transform that identity into a new, fresh, vibrant identity that represents a new pathway forward. And it's been 31 years since we hosted Te Matatini. Aotea as a rohe has been around for a number of years as well. But at this point in time, when we're hosting Te Matatini, we're getting ourselves organised. We are doing things a little bit differently. And so we last year commissioned a new logo to be drawn. And as you can see here at Te Whānau, this is our new logo that Tamsin and I, on behalf of Te Kāhui Maunga, are launching this evening. I want to really pay homage to the original artist, Matua Michael Tamo, and also Michael Samuel, and to also Koro Te Ana Tipa for their foresight and their mahi in creating our brand that we currently have. And there'll be tikanga undertaken to properly acknowledge those who led Te Kāhui Maunga 30 years ago, But I'm really proud that in a week, just in the next week or so, we'll be just releasing a video which will just give a little bit more kōrero to what it is we're doing in the future that that Te Kāhui Maunga is going in. Atu I Te Matatini. Te Matatini, yes, is in 11 days. But we still have lots of mahi, of our own mahi before us. And so, yeah, the logo represents who we are as a people. It represents who we are as a rohe. It builds upon the kōrero that it's been given by our forebears, and most importantly, looks to the future. And so, yeah, it's ko te Kāhui Maunga tēnei mihi atu ana.
Love. It's absolutely stunning. I love it, like, with a passion. And I think that those of Wano, I think we can see your comments coming through as well. We appreciate you and your feedback. But look at it. Isn't that just stunning? Kāhui Maunga. And yes, I want to tautoko what Cousin Elijah has shared here with regards to koro te ana tipa, Uncle Morven Simon. Also, koro te huirangi wai Kirepuru, who back in 2012 really pushed for Te Kāhui Maunga as well to become the official name of our entity. And that was because he, thank you, Eti Wano, for your lovely feedback, because we were hosting the regionals, the Te Kāhui Maunga regionals here in Ngāmotu, actually, and I think it was maybe at the TSB showplace, stadium, the TSB stadium, yeah, it was. And I remember he called it Te Kāhui Maunga regionals, but and I think at the time he just naturally called it that because he wanted to embrace everybody, because it was like Cousin Elijah had said, tēnā koe, Uncle Ngāpari, e mihi ana ki a koe. It was known as the Aotea Kapaka Festival. Those of you who performed in the regionals, you remember it was the Aotea. So everyone was calling us Aotea, which is mean as, because we're all, heaps of us are Aotea. Aotea as well. But it didn't embrace the whole of the Kāhui, because not everyone ka wai paranga ki Aotea waka. You know, some are toko maru kura aupo, some are ka uirere. You know, so some didn't associate particularly with just Aotea. So Te Kāhui Maunga embraces the whole of the landscape, which is quite beautiful. Cousin, I'll just put it up. For those of you that are just joining, I've just got a message. Please, we missed that. Can we see it? Yes, you can. Here you go. Yeah. So maybe later you can rewind and listen to what Cousin Elijah has shared in terms of the beautiful waka marama about that, because the kōrero that he has just shared is very, very significant to us. And what a beautiful day to launch it, well, to put it out there for the iwi, because this is Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga that is now upon us, cousin. Hey.
Absolutely.
How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Like, I know we're excited, but
yeah, I mean, let's open up. Let's get a bit vulnerable. Mihi ana kia koe, cousin Darian. But let's be honest. It's hari te ko tēnei mahi te manaki te motu he hoa e te whakarite I a te matatini. Hari te mahi mama. Ne? He ua I e te hiwa, but he honore nui. E tu ana tēnei taonga ki runga I a Ngāti te whitikiungi a tātou. But yeah, how am I? It's today has been one of those days that's been a little bit challenging for us. But you know, our tupuna, Elijah, would be saying, get a grip. People like Eritana would be saying, get on with it. You know, did you have to hikoi for your language back in 1986? You know what I mean? So it's relative, right? So, I mean, the challenges that we're facing in today's world, that we're facing right now in terms of hosting Te Matatini, nothing compared to what our people had to do and our mātua tipuna had to do to even get Te Matatini established. So, yes, there's been challenges. Yes, we've had some days, but actually we're 11 days out. So I'm not even going to worry about that. We're going to get on with it, have fun. This is my waine rongo mai. And we're just going to get on with having fun and celebrating our kapa, who are going to be representing us on the stage with Te Kuranui o Pairangi up second of Te Matatini, if you will. And then, of course, Ngā Purapura o Te Tai Hauauru, te reanga morehu o rātana e ngā waihotanga, all representing us on that stage at te whānau. And my aki to us all from home, wherever you, if you're like Kurt and you might live somewhere else but be from home, then you can be up here supporting our kapa. And I see Ngāti Rauinui today. Can I just mihi te matua ngāpari? I see Ngāti Rauinui, I think, put up a post that they're going to put on a bus on the day that Ngā Waihotanga are performing, a free bus. And so make sure you fellas register for that. But we'll be putting up over the next couple of days the performance schedule so that we can all get behind our groups. And equally, te whānau, you know, get behind our groups across the motu that we might be connected to in other ways. So, yeah, it's an exciting time, my cousin. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to the hype. I'm looking forward to the energy. And I think, too, and I was going to kind of save this for Te Matatini itself, but I'll say it now. We need, right now, a kaupapa ora. Hei whakakotahi i a tātou. Ka mahara ke ki ngā kupu a te kingi Māori, a kingi tū hei te apo tatau te whiro te tuawaru, me tana ki ake tākiri tū te kotahitanga. Koia pia hei mau mā tātou, he rā kupu kōrero. Kia kotahi tātou ki runga i a Ngāti Te Whiti, kia kotahi tātou ki runga i a Te Matatini, kia kotahi te whakaaro, kia kotahi te kōrero, kia kotahi te wānanga. You know, I think King left us with all of these kōrero, and Te Matatini gives us an opportunity to really embody kotahitanga. And right now, what's happening out in the world, we saw the treaty, the treaty principles bill submissions continuing today, together with all of those other bills that are just trying to really question our inner existence as Te Iwi Māori. Right now, in 11 days, Te Matatini is what we need as Te Iwi Māori, and we are going to show the beauty that Te Iwi Māori brings to Aotearoa, to New Zealand, to the world. And that's what I'm most excited about, because our kids deserve this. And I said that yesterday at the blessing of the maho, is that I said to those kura kaupapa kids, this is their kaupapa. We're doing this for them. We're blessing this maho, we're doing our tikanga, we are hosting Te Matatini for them. It's for their benefit. It's not for you and me, cousin. It's for your mokopuna. And, and for my cousins and those of the reanga e tupu tonu mai ana, we are forging the pathway for them. And I think I want us to remain steadfast in that we are here serving our kids and our mokopuna, born and unborn. Anyway, it sounds like a sermon. But I'm full of emotion at this time, and I think Te Iwi Māori are full of emotion at this time. And so the excitement that Te Matatini brings for us all is just something that I cannot wait for.
Love it. Kōrero, my cousin. Tautoko, Brother Haimona, tēnā koe. Tēnā koutou e te wānau pana mo ngani ko kori ki te ahau māua tai ko taki cousin i a koutou. Cousin Len, sending love to all our wānau at the pa as well, te pāo ngāriki and our wānau te tūmata ora. Hope your wānanga is going well, Kazi Haimona. And you know, as when I see you appear there, I can't help but think of one of the greatest stalwarts of Te Ao Haka, your mum, Auntie Dawn, and I know ke te kawea mai koutou i tō tātou kuia. One of the stalwarts of Pātia Māori Club, you know, who we all looked up to, paved the way. And without Pātia Māori Club, some of our kapa would not exist. So, because they showed us what kapa haka is. And that's still cracking it, you know. Love you, brother, Kazi. The other thing that I was really taken aback by yesterday, e te whānau, like Elijah just said yesterday, he acknowledged our kura kaupapa. I wanted to send a really special mihi out to our kaupapa kids. Ngārua hine, te kura o Ngārua hine, they attend every kaupapa. Aha koa hiaha. They went to Ihu Mātao, they go to like every single kingitanga, koro neihana, kingitanga kaupapa, they go to Paukai, they are kaupapa kids, they do the hikoi. Ngāti rua nui e mihi ana kia koutou, our kura kaupapa there, and te piipinga kākano mairangi out here. To have all the kura kaupapa present yesterday, just being there, being the tataraki that they are. Reo Māori, tikanga Māori. Wow, man, how lucky are we? I love Elijah yesterday into Uiui praised the kids and said, this kaupapa is for you. People have been asking me, cousin, are you performing? I was like, yeah. Like, I actually didn't know officially that I was. And since we're being vulnerable and sharing and inspiring others, I actually only just got the green light 2 days ago. From the heart specialist, ko pai toku ngākau. You know, so even though we've been training, I wasn't quite sure whether I would be able to take the stage. But kua tau, you know, ko pai hau, e te iwi, so don't worry, ka we maharara, send forth the positive vibes, I'm going to be all right. Belief in ourselves and in each other is the most critical and important thing right now for all of our teams, for all of our tēnā koutou. I feel the piki te ora vibes, and I'm sending piki ora vibes to our wānau as well, to our tingani, piki te ora, my brother, our brother, and to everybody else, you know, o tātou wanaunga no māwiwi ani tēnei wai, roto i ngā oipera at home māwiwi as well, piki te ora ki runga i a koutou e te wānau. We know the journey, it's been a hell of a journey to get here. But some of us now are taking the stage, cousin, as grandparents. Oh my gosh, I love that. And and I love that for all of you. If you're a grandma now or a granddad, yay! I want our kids to my brother. I want our children to our mokopuna to see us. So we can say, you know, they can say, oh, my nanny wasn't there, my nanny did that, or my koro did that. Because if we don't, and we just say, no, I'm leaving it for you to do, what sort of example is that for our kids?
Yeah.
You know, absolutely. I mean, I forced my son to perform. He may not necessarily want to, but, you know, as soon as he was 14, legal age, that's up boy, isn't he? Because if we didn't, then what about his son now, as he's now a father, some 10 years later? And so, you know, we're growing our kids in this Haka in order. It's not just for photos and moments and, you know, instant social media. This is for te oranga tonutanga o tō tātou reo Māori me ona tikanga. And for a lot of kaihaka, being at Kapa Haka practices, the only time they actually get to be and live Māori, and it's the only time they are immersed in our culture, immersed in our tikanga and in our reo. But more importantly, I suppose entrenched in all of that and embedded in it are the histories, are the stories, are the unique identity, you know, tō tātou tuakiri Māori. And if we can, you know, filter that out, send it out, tuku, to our people, to our uri, through Kapa Haka, then that's a beautiful thing. So I'm very excited about this particular one because it's here under our Kāhui Maunga. And who would have thought in 1994, I didn't know how to do Kapa Haka, I'll be honest. I couldn't do it. I was into the paua, the pira oki, the kimai. Ngā mea, you know, waiata taui tō, ho tātou poi mani me ngā poi atua, those sorts of things. Bit of a himene here and there, but swinging, like doing an actual bracket, you know, cousin, like a wakaeke and all these things, and a poi, a real one, like going hard. Yeah, nah, hell no. That was the
serious like.
Pardon?
What was it like 31 years ago? What was
not, I couldn't do it. Hell no. Couldn't even.
You were there at the festival?
Yep, 100%. I watched Haimona's family. I remember the bracket. Taku poi hara keke. Tuku iho. What was the part here? One was my favorite bracket ever. Katara nakira. Like, you know, all of that. Uncle John Nyman, the whole Pātia Māori Club, they were it. That was the epitome of Te Ao Haka. And I still carry that bracket. It's my favorite bracket ever. Still right to this day. So that was Pātia Māori Club. Like I said, cousin, paved the way. And so now like you said, 30 odd years later, here we are with our own teams and carrying it on. The legacy continues. Just because I've just got some PMs. You can write in the chat. I won't put your post up, but you could have. I'll see it faster. But since you're PMing, no. So much else. One of the great things for tutors is that you can have a succession plan. So just to answer that question, it's come through as a PM. I know I'm not the tutor. The surround here to whānau. I am not the tutor. So here we go. We're sharing. Let's share. I didn't tutor the team this year. As a matter of fact, Te Aroha is the head tutor of our team. And as a matter of fact, she became the leader of our team when she was maybe 17. She didn't want to, just give more my koto. Hell no. She cried actually and said, no, please, hell no. But it was a part of the succession plan. Some people are born to lead. Yeah, some people are born to lead. Whether they know it and believe it or not doesn't matter. If you know, then you just pick her. So since she was 17, she has been leading. Now she is the head tutor of Ngā Puripura, and I honestly am just in her line. And I have been trialing for a spot in her line and her team with her vision for this entire bracket for the last 3 months since my heart surgery recovery. So now we're there, Uiui, and it's in, like my cousin said, 11 days. I hope this kōrero will inspire some of you that maybe thought, oh, you're getting too old or whatever. Some of us, honestly, we don't just do it just for the love of Haka. We do it for what I said before. So a mukapuna can say one day, I was there, I saw my nanny perform, which is making me a little bit emotional, but in a beautiful way. Because my cousin made me vulnerable because he was vulnerable.
Well, can I just talk about that? You know, we've got to be vulnerable at Te Whānau, and we need to open up. We need to have these kōrero. Mihi ana kia koe, Len. Oh, Len, you were there. Kia ora. I was not there. I was not born at Te Whānau. Anyway, I was going back to my sermon for the evening, because it's... but I think we need to... Thank you, my sis. Oh, that's my sis. Thank you. I've got a fresh fade today, Te Whānau. Hoi no, hoki mai, I'm trying to be vulnerable. We got to be cousin, and so I want to meet you and acknowledge you for sharing your kōrero around your own hauora journey and the challenges that has put in front of you. I'm so happy that you're going to be on stage, and for me and your mokopuna. What? No, well,
breaking news, Uiui. He's not going to say it, but I will. So my cousin is also on stage, and he is actually, and I'll just enlarge him a little here like that. He's actually, Elijah Puri is actually one of the MCs for the event. Yay! So I'm very happy. Elijah will be one of the MCs for Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga, under his maunga. So I'm very, very proud of that. He can talk about me being on stage, but he is also going to be on stage. And what I love about that is he will manaki the motu, and all of the teams will receive the love. So, and I know all the other MCs will do that as well, but of course I'm particularly...
It's going to be great fun. We're going to have heaps of fun. Yeah. But what I would encourage you to do at Te Whānau is, you know, when we're together over the next couple of weeks for Te Matatini, what we've been experiencing over the last month in Te Iwi Māori, it calls for just a little bit longer of a hug, a little bit longer of an embrace, and a little bit longer of a kōrero. So when I come up to you and say, kia ora hoa kei te pēhea, kaue ki, kei te pai. Let's have a kōrero. Let's open up. Let's connect. Let's get a bit uncomfortable and talk about some things that we need to talk about, and love one another and share the love. And so, yeah, let's share the love with one another, because I can't wait to see everyone. You know, Te Matatini is a big fat whānau reunion for Te Iwi Māori, and we're going to be excited to see everyone. And so at Te Whānau, I'm just asking to share some love with one another. Don't get crazy, but just embrace each other just a little bit longer, because we need that right about now. Hey, my cousin.
You make everyone get feelings. Look, I'm getting some messages here. Oh my God, you two are so cute. Well, guess what, Whānau? You're cute too. It'd be even cuter if you put it in the chat. But thank you so much. Some people are just asking me, with regards to the ticket sales, have you got any updates on that, cousin?
Ticket sales are still quite, they're still quite steady. Interestingly, and I might have said this last time, I was talking to Matua Hirewini yesterday, that most of the ticket sales, or actually a majority of the ticket sales, have come from home, from Taranaki. So there's so many people at home that are wanting to enjoy this kaupapa. And so I just want to acknowledge everyone across Taranaki and across Te Kāhui Maunga who are wanting to engage. Actually, I'll just tell you one other story. Ngā iwi o Taranaki have been working really closely with the businesses, the business community across Te Kāhui Maunga. And I went to F4. Oh, thank you, Waine Josie, or cousin Josie. Anyway, my story. I went to F45 because those of you who follow me on Instagram know that I love a bit of a F45 studio post every city I visit. Anyway, I went to the new Plymouth one yesterday.
Oh,
and they said, "Are you coming to Te Matatini?" I said, "Absolutely, I am. I'm going to be there in full force." And they're doing a deal, a Matatini week deal, $9.99 for the week at F45. You not only do you need to get Haka fit for the stage, but you just need to be Haka fit for life. So at whānau, just putting a bit of a plug for F45 New Plymouth, you're welcome. I hope you to be getting a free membership after that plug. But I guess my point is that the communities across Te Kāhui Maunga are ready, are excited. The flags are slowly going up across the rohe. We're slowly pulling down some other interesting coloured flags and replacing them with our ones. That's happening over the next week. So kawe maharahara. But anyway, I think there might be enough from me this evening. It's been wonderful to spend some time with you, my cousin. I've got to jump off to another hui at 7 to meet with Iwi Chairs to discuss Te Matatini as well. But can I just, my final comment, if you would let me do that, is to say we are so excited because we're 11 days away and we cannot wait to share the love with you, the love that we have for one another, the love that we have for Te Matatini, and the love that Te Kāhui Maunga is ready to share with the motu. It's going to be a fantastic week together, and I just, want to share the love and share the excitement that we have 11 days. And might I just add, me and my cousin, because we just love doing this because we both love talking, as you might have noticed. It's a pui thing. We're going to be doing another live next week just to whakahihi ko I te wairoanga hoki. Nō reire, mihi atuana kia tātou. Kia ora.
That's it. That is. Hi, Auntie Laura. Another stalwart of Pātea Māori Club. Beautiful. And Kurt, kata katoa I te whānau. Thank you, Ngāni, for staying with us through this Zoom. This live, sorry, and Cousin Lee, everybody. What do we got here? Us is that Tom's going to be watching you live, cousin. Oh, beautiful. So you know Jason, Cousin Elijah? Josie is your cousin. She's also a Korean.
Oh, hello, my cousin.
Yep.
See you at Matatini.
Yeah. The best update. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love it. It's a whānau e te iwi. He me nui tēnei kia koutou.
It's a me and Tamsin thing.
What's that?
Oh, big talkers?
Oh, no, sure. He's talking about the careers, eh?
Yeah, that's a weird thing. Yeah, look at Aroha. Hey, broadcasters, eh? Yeah.
Broadcasters and MCs. If you missed it, Elijah Puri is actually one of the MCs at Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga. And no, I'm not allowed. I think it's cute because I'm actually performing now. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I made it. But I'm looking forward to it. Hey, just because if you need to go to your Zoom, your hui kei te pau.
I do.
So
Thank you, my cousin. You wrap us up. You wrap us up. You keep going.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up. But you got anything that you want to tell us anymore that you want to tell us before you leave?
I don't have anything more to say, but just to say, no mai e te matatini o te Kāhui Maunga, ki runga I a te Kāhui Maunga, ki runga I a Ngāti te witi e tū mai nei. 11 days e te whānau. How excited are you? I'm excited. See you in 11 days, and I'll also see you next week because we're going to be doing another live. But kia ora tātou, mihi atuana kia tātou. Kia koe, my cousin, thank you for these kōrero. Love it. It not only does it get you excited, but it gets me excited because during the day when we're busy having huis and sending emails and what have you, we often forget to be excited about the fact that Te Matatini is here at home. So, mihi ana kia koe o te no, ki tō rahinga, te reo te uru, te korima ko taranaki, e mihi atuana kia koe. Kia ora tātou, ka ki te rā.
Ngā mihi aroha kia koe, cousin. We'll see you soon. E te whānau, for those of you who have tuned in, you can rewind this interview and listen to a really important update that Cousin Elijah has shared with regards to the infrastructures that will be getting significantly changed up at Pukekura. So what you saw yesterday, some people just went ahead and posted it. I just want to say, this disclaimer here, people were actually told not to post because it was incomplete and there were discussions that were going to be had. But people do as what people want to do. And so the kōrero got out there and the outcome has been released now. There is an official press release from Te Matatini. I would love to push you along there to go and check it out. It is on the wall. We've also shared it up on the Te Kāhui Maunga Facebook page. E te iwi e te wānau. There have been a lot of concerns with a lot of things. The only thing that a lot of us as performers getting ready to perform are really mostly concerned about is that we've probably only got this weekend to get ready for Te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga. I want to wish each and every one of you all the very best. To our wānau who are preparing your teams. I did see cousin Jenny Maxwell on here as well. E mihi ana ki a koe, cousin, and I hope that all is well with your team as well. Ngā taonga mai tauiti. Lots of love to you all, to our teams all around the motu wānui. Ka piki te ora ki runga i a koutou. Have a fabulous next 11 days, and we will see you all at the pōuri mo te Kāhui, or mo te Matatini o Te Kāhui Maunga. If you have any other questions, pātai, if you drop them in the messages in this stream, Elijah and I can pick up the messages. Thank you so much for those of you who have been here to listen to the updates. Nō reira kia taui ora ko ngā tauirotanga rātou mai te waingaro, ki runga i a koutou katoa, ki runga ki raro ki wao ki roto, rire hau, pai mā rire.